Hello, and welcome to the official anime podcast. We've talked about anime every episode. We only talk about anime. The only thing we care about is anime. Boys, what do you think of anime?
It's pretty fucking cool. Attack on Titan's been incredible so far. Demon Slayer Season 2, what an amazing season. Am I right, boys? Yeah, pretty impressed overall.
Yeah. Well, so, I wanted to bring up an anime
Andrew,
topic.
Andrew, do you think this is the best year for anime that's ever been?
I have no idea. I don't watch current anime.
What is the best year of anime? Actually, historically, what is the best year of anime? I'm curious. Is it trending down or is it trending up?
I feel like
for sure
it's only massively spiking up. Yeah.
How many Yu-Gi-Ohs were made though, and Pokemon? Like how many big hits like that? Huh?
A lot. I feel like.
Yeah, maybe. I feel like there's probably a new Pokemon
Jackson,
series every year.
I don't want to trot on your spirits here, but these are not good questions. You sound uneducated in the ways of anime.
Oh, is
you
that
do
true?
sound pretty dumb.
Ooh,
those
are fighting words.
I'm proudly uneducated in anime, I would say. Yeah.
You wouldn't want to be a weeb, would you?
Fuck no.
Anyway, so I recently was checking items off the backlog, and I thought, I don't know, I'd pick one that's been sitting there for a while, but I've just always felt like I should check it out and this and that. I've started DragonBall Super.
Ooh.
Yeah, I am shocked that a property as popular and well-loved and respected as Dragon Ball could have some of the worst art I've ever seen in a modern anime. It's downright embarrassing how low quality the animation and artwork for that show is, and it's fucking Dragon Ball of all things.
I'm looking at it and it looks just like Dragon Ball. What's bad about it?
No. So not all of it is terrible. Most of it is just fine if like the coloring is kind of lazy and it's just kind of basic. But when it's animated and things are moving, it looks like a Flash cartoon every now and then.
That was one of the big complaints from people with Dragon Ball Super is the animation quality, especially in the beginning, is really bad. But they apparently pick it all up towards the end. Like, it gets pretty good.
That's what I'm holding out for. I've got friends who finished all of it, and they say you just kind of have to, like, bear through a lot of the beginning, and then it gets decent.
God,
but
I hate
that's
here we go again.
Yeah, that is
it gets
always
good
the
800 episodes in, bro. I promise.
Yeah, once you've been Stockholm syndromed into enjoying it. That's exactly what that is.
Hey, to be fair, I've loved Dragon Ball since I was a kid, so I'm already Stockholm syndromed on this series hard. At heart, Jackson.
There are very few things I enjoy that I enjoy now that I enjoyed when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm. Well, it definitely has its, I don't know, it's like Dragon Ball-ness. There are things you kind of just have to go in knowing. For example, when I was a kid, I loved Vegeta. I thought he was the coolest fucking anime character. I was like, oh, Vegeta's such a badass, and he doesn't give a shit, and he just tells people to fuck off. But now when I watch Super, he's just unlikable. And I actively hate him from episode 2 when he's introduced.
Is it bad writing or is it consistent writing? Was he just
So apparently, I was talking with a friend who rewatched all of Dragon Ball Z recently.
Jesus Christ.
And he said that this is not a problem that's new, but Vegeta's never been that good of a character in that he's always been a dick to everyone at all times, no matter what. So Dragon Ball Super is impressive because the first 4 or 5 episodes of the show are entirely filler. They just establish what's going on, but the actual episodes don't have anything important happening. Which
why
is
do they do
amazing.
this? Why?
I don't know.
It costs money to do that. I don't understand why they waste.
If I recall correctly, the very first episode of Dragon Ball Z goes, hey, Goku's grown up now. He has a kid. Oh shit, it's Raditz and he's taking my son. That happens in the first episode, if I'm correct. But in Dragon Ball Super, it takes until episode 5 for the antagonist of the arc to show up. It's insane. Like, he's doing stuff, they introduce him, but for him to show up and actually affect the plot, it takes like 5 fucking episodes. But anyway, Vegeta is shown in episode 2 for the first time. And the whole point is that in Dragon Ball Z, he made a promise to his son to take him to an amusement park. So they end up, yeah, and that's funny. The first thing they show in a flashback is him punching his 9-year-old son in the face, like literally punching him in the face during training as hard as he fucking can. But anyway,
and you didn't like this show?
Well, but anyway, so Vegeta compromises and goes shopping with his family. And he's super pissy the entire time.
Sounds riveting.
He's like, I don't want to be here. I hate you, family. And he like will not talk to them. And he's like folding his arms and looking away all the time and complaining about everything. And the only time he's only mildly happy is when they start eating. But anyway, they go to a concert and people start calling out Vegeta to go up on stage and dance. And he gets pissed off and like flies away and starts screaming and yelling and knocks a crowd over with his power. And while he's flying away, his family look at him and they're like, oh yeah, go dad. Thanks so much for coming. You're the best, Vegeta. Wow, that was amazing. When literally he barely was there. He complained the whole time, and halfway through he had a hissy fit and flew away and just went back to training. It's kind of amazing how low the bar is for some of these characters.
Why would you go for a high bar with Dragon Ball though? Wasn't it always bad?
It hasn't aged well, but it wasn't bad. I would never say it was bad.
I think that does mean it's bad though. If it hasn't aged well and things have gotten better, then it just means it's bad.
I don't agree with that. I think
not
things
true
can
because
be good for their time.
Yeah, and also think of everything it inspired. Like without Dragon Ball, there would be so much that never actually came out. It was an entire wave of anime inspired by Dragon Ball.
Does it really matter if it was good back then though? I don't think so. I think if it's bad now, then it's just bad. That's how I feel anyway.
You want to know what's shitty now, Jackson? Citizens Kane. And that literally is used synonymously with perfection, pretty much.
Why is it shitty?
Movie fucking sucks.
Did you
rewatch it? I tried to. It's like from like the 40s or something. Oh my god, it's miserably boring.
It is a revolutionary film because at the time movies didn't use a lot of the techniques. They use it like certain camera angles and storytelling elements.
But it hasn't aged well, but without it, movies would be very different right now.
Yeah.
You just didn't like it because it was in black and white.
I didn't like it because there were no titties everywhere.
Jackson, the problem is that there's two sides to art. There's with context and without context. You know, you can watch a cartoon and say, oh, it sucks. This blows ass. This is fucking terrible. It's poorly written and looks like shit. But then someone could tell you, hey, did you know that author made the cartoon by himself while in a Russian gulag using nothing but sticks? Then you'd be like, oh.
Yeah, that doesn't make it better.
Then I'd hate it more.
I think you have to appreciate both, with context and without context. Yeah, that makes it more understandable, and in a way that could give it some quality, because you'd go, oh, for a cartoon made by one guy in a Russian gulag, this isn't that bad. But it could still suck at the same time. And that's what I think Dragon Ball Super is. I think it's just more Dragon Ball, which in its time was perfectly great and set a lot of anime standards and trends. And there are moments of this that isn't bad. Like, it's fun. There's some fun stuff, but it just sucks. Like, as a show in general.
I still disagree, because I think that your age and your own experiences have colored that perception. Because if I go back and watch Yu-Gi-Oh, I can like objectively say it's bad, even though I thought it was good back then, and it probably did like inspire a lot of things that have come, but it's still bad. Like, I can objectively see that it's bad now. So
I would definitely say Super so far is bad, in line with that. But Dragon Ball Z, I don't think I could say it's bad just because, I mean, it came out like 30 fucking years ago. You know?
To Charlie's point, it did have like titties and ass in it, right? Doesn't one of the characters, like one of the creepy grandpa characters, like pull down a girl's skirt or something?
Master Roshi, baby.
Has
Master
Roshi. It's like you see Goku's dick like frequently in that fucking show. But I don't know. I don't think these franchises have any excuses. It's like Dragon Ball has been around forever now. You have enough money to pay people. You have no excuse for it to look like a Flash animation.
Yeah, but it's like the Pokemon thing. They don't need to.
Well,
really.
that was
gonna say. It's just like the Pokemon thing. Like, you're the biggest franchise on Earth, but you're clearly like paying two people with like asset flipping on the Unity store, you know, to make this fucking turd.
That was my big point in all this. For fucking Dragon Ball, I'm shocked at just how bad and basic and terrible the animation is. It's just not fucking good. Oh well.
Yeah, but it's not for you. I mean, there is, I guarantee you, in Japan or wherever the fuck, little kids love that shit probably. They're like, hell yeah, Goku's hair is blue now. Woo!
Yeah, has it stopped being a children's show? Has it, like, did it age with its audience, or is it still a children's show? Because maybe that's more of the reason why you don't like...
It's very campy. It's very cheesy and over the top, and the characters are all one, like, note stereotypes for sure. Yeah, Goku is the stupidest he's ever fucking been. Like,
isn't that all of anime?
Is it what?
Isn't that all of anime? I feel like the one-dimensional character tropes are like...
No, so Goku has always been kind of dumb, but he was grounded in Dragon Ball Z to a degree. In Dragon Ball Super, they're talking about Lord Beerus, who's the first antagonist. And like King Kai, who's one of Goku's mentors, is trying to explain just how evil and how on another level he is. And one of the things that Goku says in the dub is he the kind of guy to get in a hot spring and pee-pee in it? It's an actual line. I was like, all right, Dragon Ball Super, come on now.
Well, was he? Did he pee-pee in it?
You know, I have yet to get to the pee-pee in the hot spring arc. We'll find out.
That'll be a pretty cool arc, I bet. Who pissed in the hot spring?
That'll be a nice filler.
But yeah, oh yeah, there's just a bunch of filler. I looked up a chart, one of those charts where it's like, here's the filler episodes and here's the canon episodes, and it's like a third filler. It's pretty fucking bad.
Has there ever been an anime without filler?
Oh yeah, but they're usually shorter.
Even like Skate the Infinity, which I really enjoyed this last week or so when I watched it. It's a shorter season. I think there were like 10 episodes, and it still managed to put filler in there somehow. So I don't know how that was even possible. They went on like a what do you call it? Like a spa trip for like just random spa trip for like 2 episodes. Yeah, that. It was exactly that. Yeah. I'm like, why does this need to be here? You just wasted an episode in an already short season.
I'd say Cowboy Bebop has no filler. Every episode of that show is amazing.
I mean, filler, I guess, could be amazing if it's like well written still, but like, are there episodes in Cowboy Bebop that don't move the story forward? Because that's what filler is to me. It's just something that is ultimately pointless.
See, I don't think that. In a way, yes and no. Cowboy Bebop's a bit kind of episodic, where, yeah, they all tie to a greater plot, but you can also watch most of them without any pre-notion of the show. To me, filler is a show that has no impact. So no character backstory is fleshed out, no characters grow, the plot doesn't advance. It's an episode where if you remove it entirely, the show does not suffer. With Cowboy Bebop, if you don't watch every episode, you're missing out on like world building or interesting characters or well-written plots. But filler to me is like, if you don't watch it, it doesn't matter. It doesn't, add to the experience.
No, that's what filler is to me as well. Definitely. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but that's my topic. I'm just shocked that fucking Dragon Ball of all things had such a shitty animation budget.
I'm not surprised at all. Like, it seems like it's par for the course with these successful Japanese companies. Are you laughing at the pictures in chat?
Who?
You.
Wait. Oh, ew. No. I was laughing at what you said, but...
Yeah, no, I'm not surprised. It seems like it's... Is it a Japanese thing or is it just a capitalism thing? I'm not sure.
Both?
What are you talking about?
Japan's a capitalistic society, Jackson.
But it seems like a lot of Japanese companies, as soon as they find the success, they don't innovate off that. They're just comfortable with, just reaping the rewards. They're already like capitalism. A big name. I mean, could it be capitalism? I don't know. I'm asking you.
What if it's fascism, though? Have we thought about that?
Yeah, I think Pokemon is alt-right, Jackson. It's Hitler. You're like desperately looking for a way to blame capitalism. Jackson, it's the same thing as with like literally any other industry. The consumers just don't give a shit enough to just enact any change or demand better. It's like,
it's like
take
capitalism
a shit in my mouth,
to
I'll
me.
chew it and pay you $60.
That's capitalism. So I was right by default.
True. Jackson's just years too. Have you thought about politics, Jackson?
You can make a lot of change around here, Jackson.
Yeah, I'll run on the base of eliminating anime. We'll see how that goes.
Eliminating capitalism in anime, yeah.
Jackson will take
Seize
down
the means of
capitalism.
animation.
I would dismantle the systems of anime and capitalism.
What a platform!
It's gonna be great when, like, you enact some communist utopia where, like, what's your anime gonna look like, Jackson? Are you just gonna be, like, cracking the whip on people and having them animate you as a god?
Well,
Like
I don't want
North Korea?
anime. That's what my entire platform is. No more drawn cartoons at all. Nothing.
Well, not even Western cartoons?
If I
Nothing?
see a pencil in your hand, you're going to the gulag.
Yeah, to make your own out of
Just
sticks
banning
and
all out.
stones.
Yeah, that's where you'll make Dragon Ball Z. Only for me to consume though. Only I will watch it.
Jackson's the only one who gets the luxury of anime in his utopia.
What's your perfect anime looking like, Jackson? If you could dictate the plot overall of an anime, what would it be?
Man, I don't fucking know. I'm not coming up with an anime on the spot just so Japan can steal it. This is for me.
Good point. Yeah, you don't want Japan to steal your anime idea.
they're trolling through the podcast for ideas. I mean, it fucking seems like it. There's so many animes like churned out that I've never fucking heard of. I recently had Charlie's one of Charlie's videos where he was ranking all of all the anime that he's seen in a tier list or whatever. It was a stream from a while ago, I think. It was just on in the background, and like 99% of the titles in the list that you were going through, I had never heard of, which is, that's normal for me. I'm not an anime person, but it also seemed like you had barely heard of any of them, and you're an anime I don't know, extraordinary.
How do you even remember most
anime
of
your
them?
entire life?
Well, I only remembered them because I saw them.
Yeah,
like,
you go
I
through a
only
list.
I only ranked the ones I saw, but going through like the giant list, the vast majority I'd never even heard of.
There is so much anime, and like, who's consuming that?
I asked that about a lot of
dude, I
stuff,
don't
man. I asked that about video games, like most of all, because video games take so much time. So you watch an anime, it's what, 12 to 20 hours on average, maybe longer. And you watch a movie, that's going to be 1.5 to 3 hours. But if you look at shit like Game Pass and how many games they have now, who the fuck?
It's
Who has
so
time
much.
to play all this shit when games are like at minimum 10 hours and at the longest like 80, 90 for fucking, I don't know, even longer? Who has
Most of those
time to
games are
play
like
all this?
No, a lot of those are like short little arcade games and stuff. But yeah, I see your point.
Not even, man. I was browsing Game Pass's library a couple days ago, and most of them are full-fledged single-player games with like 10 to 20-hour campaigns.
It's mostly Japan again.
Yeah.
A lot of those
no
games
one
come
outside
directly out of
plays
Japan.
games.
Huh? No, I'm saying Japan's producing it. Japan's producing all these
Oh.
games as well.
Yeah.
A lot of them are like JRPGs
Like
and
I'll
stuff.
give you a fucking example. The entire Yakuza series, all the remasters, is on Xbox Game Pass. Every one of those games is an average of 65 to 80 hours. Like, I don't know who has time
Yeah, but
for
they're
all
not-
this.
They're not releasing more than one a year, and I'm sure most gamers would be able to find 80 hours a year to play Yakuza. I
would
guess.
think so, yeah.
I mean,
I
Charlie,
don't
how much do you stream a day?
Me?
Yeah,
Usually like 4 to 5 hours.
5 hours a day. And
4 to 5,
there's,
yeah.
there's enough hours after work for regular 9 to 5s to fit in a couple hours a day playing Yakuza, and then within like 4 or 5
Yeah.
weeks you finished it.
I suppose if you just consistently go to work and play game, yeah, you'd be done with it in about a month. But I'm talking about the people where it's like,
Go to work.
all right, fair. I'm talking about the people where it's just like all they do is play games.
I mean,
I don't-
wasn't that you, Andrew, for a while? Like,
No.
you've been
The
that.
anime is way weirder to me. Like, how do you sit down and watch the slice of life bullshit where it's like just a bunch of lolicons going to school and you watch this endlessly?
That's another good example. I don't know how I guess I get the appeal of slice of life, but I don't know how they don't just blend together.
Oh, slice of life is my least favorite genre of pretty much anything ever made.
Yeah.
I can't
it's just
fucking
boring.
stand it. It's so boring. They have cool characters in some of them, I can fully admit that, but my god, the shows are so boring, and they're all the same. They all take place as a 15-year-old in high school. It's so...
Yep.
Or middle school, sorry. It's so upsetting.
They're basically the Japanese version of soap operas.
Yeah.
Why would any adult be interested in watching that? Like a high school.
Don't insult my soap operas.
No,
drama.
no.
They're way better.
No, I meant the high school like slice of life stuff. Like I couldn't imagine anything worse than watching high school drama.
Well, it's not high school drama; it's middle school. So.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Hey, high school drama can be nice if it's done right, like Riverdale, you know.
Exactly.
But yeah,
of like 30-year-old actors like going on witch hunts. That's high school drama.
To be fair, Riverdale is not your average high school drama. That show clearly just goes off the rails with intent.
Yeah, that's true.
For sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love anime when it's live action. I keep saying this. Watch South Korean TV shows. They're the best. And I think Netflix is now really leaning into it because like every other week they release a new show on there. I think probably because Squid Games or whatever the fuck it was called, that was so big.
Yeah, Squid Game.
Yeah, and they're so good. Like I'm rewatching, what was it called? Curriculum or something like that. And it's like about this kid who's a high schooler, obviously. He goes to high school, but on his free time, he runs a prostitution business. And one of the girls he's prostituting is his 15-year-old classmate. And he hires a bouncer to, like, beat up the men who try to molest her and shit. And he has a shitty deadbeat father who, like, steals all of the money he made, and then he loses it on a crypto rug pull. But then the high school...
How is any of this, like, connected together? Like, what's the thing here?
He has a bully in high school, and this girl is like from a super rich family because they manage K-pop stars, and they start basically running a cartel together, and they start pimping out the school karate team, or like judo, I guess. I don't know. In order to blackmail people, it's fucking great. It's the greatest show.
Wait, so they're not actually pimping it out? It's like an extortion ring or something?
No, it's more like protection. Like technically what he offers is like a protection service. Like when the girl is in danger, she like taps her armbands, and then his phone barks basically and sends his bouncer.
She summons the Megazord.
Basically, it's just an old man that shows up and beats up the clients.
Is the old man blind?
No.
Damn, that'd have been cool.
But he's like a army veteran or something.
Have you watched the new one, All of Us Are Dead?
I couldn't get into that because I hate zombie shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's the zombie shit.
Is it the high school one?
Yeah.
Zombies bore me to death, man. But I don't know. I might give it another shot.
Yeah, I just started All of Us Are Dead. It's pretty goofily fun so far. I feel like you'd like it if you just got a little more into it, Kaya.
Yeah, okay, I'll try it. I love my South Korean shit, so I'll forgive the zombie crap.
It's literally as generic zombies as you could possibly imagine, but it's done with the beautiful South Korean charm. So, like, they have in the very beginning, there's a guy getting beat up on a roof, and they toss him off a building. And then his dad goes to the hospital. He's like, "Son, I'm sorry to do this," and he beats him to death with a Bible.
I saw that. I was like laughing, like, holy shit, this is literal Bible bashing. This is awesome. Like, why is he even doing this? And then he stuffs his son in a suitcase.
Yep.
Why?
And
Holy
because
shit,
he was trying to stop,
awesome.
He was trying to stop the zombie spread. So he gets his son in the suitcase, and his son's breaking out. And then we don't know I don't know what happens. I'm only an episode in, but. He then goes back to school where he's a teacher, and they're like, "Man, this guy stinks like ass, like a rotting corpse." And then it turns out he brought like a zombie rat to class, and he's the science teacher at the local school. And a girl gets bit by it. So then the teacher's like, "Did he bite you?" She's like, "Yeah." He just fucking kidnaps her and throws her against the wall and chains her to like whatever the air conditioning unit is. And then she breaks out, and then the zombie infection spreads.
Why did he bring a zombie rat to the school?
I have no fucking idea. I have no
Was he
clue.
like trying to find a Kiwi using the like science class?
Yeah, I guess that might have been the idea, but it's literally a middle school science laboratory. So all he really has is like hydrogen peroxide. I don't think he was gonna have like a big breakthrough.
Jesus Christ.
It's really cool. I'm only an episode deep, but I thought it was really goofy and fun.
It sounds fun.
Yeah.
What is it about like South Korean productions that elevate them above the rest of you guys?
I'm telling you, it is just anime, except they went, what if instead of drawing this crap, we just act it out with real life actors? That's it. And
I would also go a bit further and say that there's a lot of clear passion. Like, they have really big visions for these properties. They don't just phone it in. They really want something special. So in their quest for it to be really unique, they put in some of the wackiest shit, and I think it's great.
They really do.
Well, maybe it's not wacky by like South Korean standards, though. Maybe it is phoned in, and it's just because it's from a different culture that we find it wacky.
I don't think so, man. I really do think that it's pretty creative.
No, I'm agreeing with you that it's creative. I'm just not sure if it's creative to them. Maybe it's like so churned out over in South Korea that it is derivative over there, but because we have foreign eyes, we see it in like a new light. That's what I'm interested in.
I don't care. I'll take all of it happily. My dream is one day to voice act as a dub for a South Korean TV show. The dubs are so fucking funny, my man. It's just such a good time.
I can already imagine Kaya as a voice actor. Holy
I've been
shit.
thinking about it, yeah.
What do you think he'd be
so
good?
much fucking fun.
Oh, he'd be an incredible voice actor, yeah. Kaya would be like premier.
Kaya could also do the Turkish and German dubs of the show as well.
Yeah.
Just for
he could do male
consistency.
and
I'll do it
female
for free.
characters.
He does the whole cast like Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
Like a child playing with his dolls.
Kaya would be a pretty good voice actor. He's got range.
He does have. Kaya, give us your best Squidward impression.
No, we're not doing that again.
Yeah, Charlie still owns the crown for that one.
Yeah, I'm still the best Squidward, I'd say.
Nothing will top Mr. Squidward.
Mr. Squidward.
That's probably my favorite podcast moment we've ever had. Oh, man.
That was a good one.
I got to really show off my
favorite.
acting chops.
My favorite podcast moment is when Andrew does his ads for like Honey and shit.
Do you mind if I practice right now?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay,
Are
let
you?
me.
For me? Yes.
I've been working this up. I've been practicing it since last night. Let me go know what you guys think.
Fuck yeah. Aw.
Today's episode is sponsored by Honey, the easy way to
getting
save when
chills.
shopping on your iPhone or computer. Now look, imagine you're on one of your favorite websites, like buying stuff, where you buy things. Oh, there's Sweetwater for music, there's Amazon for everything. Maybe, I don't know. There's all sorts of places that you can go and just buy stuff. You buy clothes, you buy gadgets, you can even get pizza. But did you know that you can use Honey to save money on those things that you bought? I do. I bought some HDMI cables about a week ago. And Honey popped up and it said, hey, do you want to be able to see the thing that you're plugging in? And I went, yeah. And it went, well, you're going to want these HDMI cables, but you're going to want them at this cheaper price. And I said, you know what, Honey, you're right. And then I saved some money on some cables. Isn't that great? Honey doesn't just work on desktop, though. It works on your iPhone, too. Activated on Safari on your Safari on the farm.
Jafar?
If you're down on the farm, you can use your Safari on your phone to save yourself from the Safari of having to search for savings. You like that? Because Honey's going to do it just for you. Honey works on your iPhone as well. It's an app that you can install on desktop. It opens up, saves you money on what you're doing. If you don't already have Honey, you could be straight up missing out. And by getting it, you'll be doing yourself a solid and supporting the show. I would never recommend something I don't use. Get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/official. That's joinhoney.com/official. Use it on the farm. Maybe buy like a decent place to live so you're not on the farm anymore.
Fuck you, farmers, I guess.
Yeah, take that. They're not listening to
live in the
this.
city. Yeah, they are. They've got
Our
on the
show's
old
not
tractor
about
radio.
tractors and fucking chainsaw Joes. They're not going to listen to this. You joking?
I absolutely think we've got a more than 1% farmer audience.
No, they're too
I
busy
would say
being
so.
tan and doing work and getting hot farmer chicks.
They love like sowing the fields or whatever the fuck farmers do while listening to something, surely.
Yeah, and all of our high, fast-paced, South Korean-based technobabble is too complicated for their poor farmer boy ears. It's not happening,
Jesus
Jackson.
Christ. There we go. You've alienated half of our audience.
90% of our viewership gone.
It drops off.
This is like
The farmers like unionize and strike out against us.
I'll tractor-proof my front door then.
Hey, do you work in retail? Fuck you. Tune out.
Oh, no. I would never step on their toes. No.
Well, thank you, honey.
Thank you, honey.
Yes, thank you.
What were we saying about anime? No, it wasn't anime. It was South Korean shit.
Yeah, South Korea.
Oh yeah.
Well, South Korean culture is becoming the new hotness, right? We've got K-pop, we've got Squid Game bringing in all these shows to Netflix. It's cropping up everywhere now. They're getting a lot more animes.
Entertainment. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like one day we're gonna hear a lot of scandals about K-pop because all it is, it's like, you know, the same shit that we had with boy bands where one manager basically just, they're factory produced almost. It's just one guy cracking the whip and telling like 4 twinks, okay, you guys are in a band now, meet, talk to, like, you know, hey, introduce yourselves to each other and then you're gonna go on the mic and sing this fucking autotune bullshit. And they're doing that so aggressively in South Korea. I feel like at some point we're gonna get whistleblowers like, yeah, this guy used to fucking beat me up when I didn't sing correctly.
Well, it's even worse.
We've already heard stories.
It's even worse in South Korea. Their entire life is micromanaged there. South Korean pop stars aren't allowed to have boyfriends because that ruins the illusion for their audience.
I feel like that's the same with like Western superstars, though. I'm sure there's some kind of coercion on the background, like, hey, this would be bad for publicity. Maybe keep your boyfriend behind the scenes.
No. Western stars, like, I don't know, Miley Cyrus, for example, if she releases a sex tape, everyone's like, oh, fuck yeah, go Miley. This is awesome. I want to see that. But in South Korea and Japan, they're like, no, not my pure Hatsune. No, not her. She wouldn't do that. You lied to me.
Are you sure? Because, like,
isn't pornography illegal in South Korea?
I don't know, actually. I don't know about South Korea.
I think it is. I think just like,
hang on,
I think it's illegal.
Yeah, you're saying that, but like, think of people like Britney Spears, who literally wasn't allowed to even have a child anymore because it would like impact her business.
That was different. That was because of her parents.
Yeah, her parents were the like actual villains in the Britney Spears story.
Well, I'm sure a lot of parents are villains over in South Korea as well. I'm sure a lot of them.
But think how many Western pop stars get like as fucking sexual as possible and put out like leaked sex tapes and.
Yeah, but that's a difference in culture. Western audiences love sex.
But they also don't mind like the illusion being shattered. A pop star, like, think how many times we gossip about celebrity marriages. Man, you really got Kaya good.
What does that even mean? Do you think South Koreans hate sex? Like they're gonna be like, oh no, my favorite K-pop star's boobies. Yuck.
No. What I mean is South Koreans
respect her less now.
The South Korean culture, as a South Korean expert here, South Korean culture is extremely conservative.
What are the South Koreans like? Go ahead.
They don't like sex. I've tried. They don't. So
I've tried.
Jackson's tackling women in South Korean streets, going, "Have sex with me. You don't like it. Prove me wrong."
I'm pretty sure pornography is like downright illegal there. I think sex is like ostracized to a certain degree. It's like a more conservative culture, whereas Western culture is historically conservative, but definitely more so now, way more liberal with sex. And it sells.
See, but I think
for sure.
I think the difference in our pop music cultures is the demographic. In Asian pop music, you're selling the fantasy girl, the ideal girl, so they don't publicly admit to having what?
Maybe to weebs. Like, who's actually being sold that?
Well, it's extremely successful and popular. It makes a fuckload of money. But most of their fans are like devoted men who are like, oh, fucking this girl, I love her, she's perfect, she's what I want. So they don't publicly admit to drinking. They don't publicly admit they have a boyfriend. They try to remain like pure and wholesome. Whereas in the West, the pop music is mostly sold to like younger girls or girls who want to be the pop idol. They see Britney Spears or whatever and go, oh my God, I want to be Britney. And they're screaming at the top of their lungs for her.
I think it's the opposite, honestly. I think it's like in South Korea, I think most of like K-pop audiences are young girls and young impressionable people who love that lifestyle, whereas over in the West it's people oogling like Britney Spears breasts and shit like that.
It's not exclusive, but I would definitely say that the audience for like Asian pop is leaning more towards obsessive fans, whereas Western
I don't think it's like sexualized obsessive fans in South Korea. What?
By the way, I'm on Wikipedia. It says production of pornography is illegal in South Korea,
So I was
although
right.
amateur material known as yadong exists. I don't know what that is.
That sounds like a joke on Wikipedia's part.
It does, yeah.
Like someone snuck that in.
Consequently, Koreans mostly consume pornography from overseas, especially Japanese pornography. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, they get
Imagine the only
censorship.
porn you have access to is like censored mosaic bullshit.
But South
hairy
Korea
bush.
is like prospering, right? So maybe like porn being illegal has helped them.
It's called
utopia.
dong.
Oh, look at this. Popularity of K-pop resulted with flooding new porn genre deepfake with manufactured adult videos with K-pop stars. This is like written by someone who doesn't speak English, I think, but yeah, they have K-pop deepfakes. There you go.
They've got deep fakes of everything. And Andrew,
No, yeah, but I'm just saying, you were saying, you know, South Koreans are like all incels and they think sex is yucky, but if they're deep faking their favorite K-pop stars
does it
into
say
porn,
South Koreans are deep faking them, or is it just
What if it's mistranslated and it's all
Andrew.
North Koreans? These are what the North Koreans are doing with all this.
I don't know, I'm on the sexuality in South Korea Wikipedia page. Oh, yaoi. Yaoi fiction and comics
No, I
are
don't
consumed
know
by a
about that.
subgroup of women. I fucking love yaoi.
Tiana likes
Just a
yaoi as
word
well.
makes me laugh.
is that porn?
Every God-fearing American loves yaoi.
It's fanfic, not
I don't even know
necessarily
if it's
porn.
porn. From what I
think
think,
so.
it's literally just like cartoons of twinks hanging out and dating. It's like cute. But girls love it.
It depends on the genre. I mean, some yaoi is hardcore butt fucking. Other yaoi is just like, oh, he sat next to me at the park.
Yeah, I can
different
see why
strokes.
girls would like that then.
Mm-hmm.
Well, some girls anyway. So, yeah, but what do you guys think? Do you think that it's Andrew's way with audiences or my way? Do you think,
Again,
like,
Jackson, it's not all or nothing. It's just the
No, I know.
tendency it leads towards.
no, but we're both arguing for different majorities of that audience, I think.
Ah,
Because
okay.
I'm saying Western audiences are way more sexualized than the people watching K-pop and stuff.
That's what I said.
No, I
that's
thought
not
you
what
said the other way around.
No. Jackson's right.
What?
I'm just saying
No,
Jackson's
Western.
right.
I literally just said
I'm not used
Western
to that.
audiences.
Can you clarify your point?
I literally just said Western audiences when a sex tape gets released, they cheer it on, whereas Eastern
You did-
audiences don't want to see that.
You did say that, I'm pretty sure, but then
Yeah.
you went on to say that Western audiences have like young fans that want to emanate their idols and stuff. They want to become Britney Spears and such.
Right, and wouldn't that mean that they want to have sex tapes?
I'm lost now.
It's okay, Jackson. It's a bit nuanced. I know. We'll get through it.
Well, that's fucking depressing.
Yeah, but true. Hey, Paris Hilton actually started that trend. You remember? Her sex tape got leaked, and then everyone was like, "Holy fuck, we have to make a sex tape!" And all these copycats kept coming out.
That wasn't the first big sex tape, surely. What was the first big sex
Pam
tape?
and Tommy Lee. Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee.
Theirs was like
Yeah.
intentional. Theirs was, hey, we're hanging out on a boat. Well, let's fuck, yeah. Whereas Paris's had that kind of like mystique of, oh, what's going on? Is this hidden footage? Because it was all night vision and
mean,
lower quality and shit.
Yeah, but it's not like Pam and Tommy Lee wanted that out there. It was a disgruntled
Oh, yeah.
electrician stole it and then distributed it everywhere.
Yeah.
How did he steal it?
I don't remember. There's a whole show about it.
Was he
now.
on the boat?
No, he was
Oh
like
yeah,
a
no, you're
contractor.
right. There's a fucking Hulu show based on
Yeah,
the Pam and Tommy
Tommy.
sex tape now, isn't there?
Yeah.
I heard of that. Yeah.
Why? There's a show based on it?
Yeah. Just the tape, nothing else.
What?
Yeah.
Is it like a documentary or do you mean like a drama?
I don't know. I heard this yesterday. Let me look
It's
it
a
up.
drama.
What?
Did you watch it, Charlie?
No, but I know about it.
Yeah. Maybe we should all watch it.
So that's I doubt there's probably a more famous sex tape before that. Wasn't there like a rumor that Princess Diana had a sex tape and that's why she was assassinated? Well, not assassinated, but that accident happened.
Wow, you're getting into
I
conspiracies
didn't know
now,
it was
Jackson?
about a sex tape.
I mean, what? What'd you say, Kyle?
I didn't know there was a sex tape or a rumor of one. Wasn't that the other, what was that famous actress in Hollywood?
Marilyn Monroe.
Marilyn Monroe?
Oh, yeah.
Well, aren't there rumors there's a tape of her, like, sucking off JFK or something?
Yeah, okay, so that's probably the first big sex tape. Because that was like, what, the 50s?
Yeah, but we don't even know if that exists, do we?
They did, yeah.
I don't
we
know.
can confirm it.
Did these people ever, like, was it legal or illegal at the time for whoever fucked Paris Hilton to leak the tape?
Nope.
Yeah, absolutely. Wait, what? No, it is.
What? How
It's
the
got to
fuck
be illegal.
Yeah, it's illegal.
I don't
Jackson.
think it was, because
Oh,
I distinctly
okay, yeah,
remember
we
the guy
agreed
was
then.
like,
What? Why did you argue it? He asked, "Is it illegal to do it?" And I said,
And you said
yes.
no.
No, I said it is illegal.
Okay.
I was asking
Well,
at the time. I know we have like revenge porn laws now, but I'm asking like at the time, was that even a concept?
Well, I don't think it was, because video sharing wasn't nearly as easy as and convenient as it is now.
Yeah, you had to
I'm
like
asking
actually
because
manually
that guy
pass
was
the DVD.
really
Yeah.
shameless. He called it like My Night in Paris, and he was in the beginning like introducing the video, going, "Yeah, I fucked her and I filmed her secretly,
Well,
and this is it." Have fun."
To give him credit, she was in on it. Like, she knew all about it. She even helped upset the camera. It's in the tape. So it wasn't like he leaked it. He kind of...
Was she paid for her camera work?
Well, no, they were friends. Yeah.
Doesn't mean she wanted it out there.
Oh,
Unless
absolutely
she did,
not.
I guess I don't fucking know. She
Yeah, absolutely
No,
not.
knows.
But
So
no,
then it is. Well, why like do they get in trouble or anything? Because it is illegal, as we've established.
he got sued. The Paris Hilton guy
But
got
that's not
sued
criminal
by...
charges.
Yeah, it is. Could be.
Being sued? What? No, being sued isn't like a criminal charge, right? That's something that the
I think a
actual law
lawsuit
enforcement-
can bring on criminal charges.
Let's see.
Yeah, let's find out.
I'm just gonna watch the porn.
Yeah, Charlie's just searching up porn research.
Well, I'm watching the tape right now.
Yeah, is there
It's
anything
all
criminal
above
happening?
board. Yeah.
Yeah, it all seems pretty good to me.
How's the audio, Charlie? Can you clearly make out if they're discussing illegal activities?
Yeah, they're not talking about the ramifications of it legally, which is weird.
Do you think
How
it
do you
helps
feel about
these
the
people's
color grading
career?
on it? I
It
mean,
helped
yeah.
in Kim Kardashian's case.
Yeah, that's the main point I'm thinking
Yeah.
about. Is Kim Kardashian was kind of like she exploded from that sex tape being
Did
made
it
public.
help? Did it help or hurt Hulk Hogan?
Good question.
Oh, Hulk Hogan. I would say hurts, because I think that it wasn't, the problem wasn't that it was a sex tape or that he was naked. I think he was using the N-word in that tape.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, he was. They were in
And-
doing some like race play shit. Yeah, that
Jesus,
was
what
it.
the fuck?
I did
I
not
don't
remember
remember if
that.
that was it. I think he was like talking about his neighbor or something and dropped the N-word, and that was like the whole scandal. But then him and
That's a weird
what's his
fetish.
face, the PayPal co-founder Peter Thiel, they
He was there?
ass raped Gizmodo. No, but he helped Hulk Hogan sue Gizmodo.
Oh, right.
It's like a revenge vendetta thing. That's why Gizmodo doesn't exist anymore. They got sued into bankruptcy.
Yeah. Hulkmania
I
ran
thought-
wild in court.
I thought you guys celebrated that Gizmodo got like sued into oblivion. I thought I vaguely remember you guys
Yeah.
talking about that and celebrating
Everyone's
it at the
excited.
time.
Everyone celebrated.
Yeah, Gizmodo was a shitty site. They were
Yeah, it
shitty
was
fucking people.
super scummy.
But the guy's throwing the N-word around in his sex tape.
Oh, I didn't know about that, but anything that led to Gizmodo getting taken down was a good thing.
Yeah.
I didn't know that detail
Also,
about
it
the
was
sex
like
tape.
a leaked tape. I literally could not care less what somebody says in the privacy of their own bedroom, like literally in his own bedroom. That's none of my fucking business. I don't give a shit. And if that's
So-
enough of a thing to like stab
be made-
Gizmodo in the heart,
It
it's good
shouldn't
enough.
be made public, but if like there's a video of this dude like slitting puppies' necks in his bedroom, then I'd be a bit weirded out by
Well,
it.
yeah,
I'm
but
not
I wouldn't
equating them
compare
one
that
to
to,
one,
like,
obviously. Yeah, no, I
making
know.
a noise.
Yeah, I
Yes.
know, but still, it does.
There
it,
would be
like,
difference.
seeing someone's true colors or whatever does kind of, I mean, I don't
Yeah,
know.
fair, but it's not like I was a big Hulk head. Like, oh no, I expected better from this
Big
fucking
Hulk
geezer
head.
from the 30s. Like,
Well, I always-
don't
Kaya,
give a
you
shit.
dare disrespect the Hulkamaniacs by calling them Hulk heads?
Hulk heads is
Come
such
on,
a cute
man.
term.
You're gonna regret that, brother.
Oh no, he's gonna sue us now.
I do always like one of my most hated things is how people hold like celebrities and stuff to these extremely high standards or, you know, like Hulk Hogan and stuff. I mean, that's not an extremely high standard in the first place, but like they're still people, and they fuck up and they make mistakes and shit. I don't know why you put all of your eggs in that basket of like holding them to this standard.
It's always weird when people treat like celebrities as these people who don't have like they aren't human, they're not normal. It's like when you know, the occasional fan photo will pop up of like Henry Cavill, or you know, people like him just in a computer store, or just like buying a Lego set for his kids, and they'll be like, wow, he likes Legos, wow. Like, yeah, he has hobbies, why not?
It's idolization. They see them as better than they are, so they are freaked out when they do something normal. It's fucking sad.
Well, it's just it's cruel though, because there's on the inverse, there's a lot of photos of like, you know, women celebrities not
are
looking.
There?
Yeah, like not being as done up as they would be in like magazines and stuff, and like there's these paparazzi photos, and then there's comments like, "Oh wow, she must have gained a few pounds," or you know, like commenting on this woman's appearance when she's just trying to live her life.
I mean, that's the fucking double standard of Hollywood, where women are objectified physically and men are objectified for their worth.
They do it to men too sometimes, but women obviously get the brunt of it. But it's like when they catch some paparazzi scumbag will catch an off-season shot of like Vin Diesel and going, "Well, look at him, he's so fat now." Yeah, because he's not shooting a movie currently.
Like, well, not only that, Kai, it's also because they're like 15 years older than when they were in their peak. It's a lot harder to stay in shape when you're old.
Vin Diesel is only just now approaching his peak.
You think so?
There's a big peak. There's a big double standard with that I recently saw exposed. Was like, who's that guy you just saw? Henry Cavill. He gets like actively objectified every single time in his like interviews. Like they always comment on his appearance and how they want to touch his muscles, and sometimes they just go for it. They just walk up to him and grab his muscles and stuff. And that must be so. You can see it in his eyes too. I'm not gonna parasocialize this, but to me it seems like he gets annoyed by it pretty significantly, and I would too if I was in that situation.
That shit happens all the time, Jackson. You'll see like fucking shitty articles on websites where they're like, you're not supposed to objectify this actress, or oh, it's great that she's in a role that doesn't like use her sex appeal. But then on the very same day they'll be like, Henry Cavill's shirtless in the new Superman, and boy is it hot. It's like, what the fuck?
Real, there was a thing every single time too, when there's like bromance in a TV show, the women go fucking wild and like aggressively demands that some homoerotic action is supposed to happen. I remember when Benedict Cumberbatch and the other guy in Sherlock, the BBC series, I think, or whatever, they got so fucking sick of it that Watson's actor was like, stop fucking asking us to be gay. Like, Sherlock wasn't gay, it's not happening. He actually made a statement that he was sick and tired of the women shipping them together. And Hannibal had the same problem, House had the same problems. Every single time there's like a male friendship, the women just go, suck each other's dicks, spit in his mouth. You're so attractive. It's like
that
the
yaoi
thing.
Yeah. Why?
To be fair to them, though, when I see two hot female characters, I wouldn't mind if they started like kissing and sucking titties and stuff. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that's different. That's hot.
What? I don't ever think that. Maybe I'm not as manly as you guys.
Wow, pussy.
What a fucking idiot! You don't think that, Jackson?
No, I don't think of that.
You
I don't objectify women like that.
And think all the girls should fuck.
Come on, Jackson.
I don't watch entertainment and sexualize it unless it's being sexualized. I guess that's my take on it. Pretty brave.
So lame.
Lame.
But do you guys actually watch stuff that's not sexual and like concoct a sexual scenario in your head about it?
No, but it pops into your head, Jackson. It's just it's like you don't focus on breathing, right? But you still do it. Just like that, it pops into your head. That's like, oh, this is an attractive female. I wouldn't mind seeing her naked.
That's Coomer mentality.
Or kissing another chick.
That is pretty Coomer mentality.
No,
fuck you.
I don't.
Like you don't. But you don't recognize when somebody's like attractive, man or female.
Yeah, but I don't like go. Like I wish she'd kiss that other female character right now. Jesus Christ, please. And then I don't tweet about it to the characters.
yeah, I'm also not like with a foam finger #1 like cheering on the TV. I'm just saying, like Andrew said, I wouldn't mind if it happened for whatever fucking reason.
Why? You gotta, Jackson, for all
Just go watch lesbian porn.
Jackson, for all their missteps, for all their missteps and all of its follies, you gotta give anime one huge credit, one huge point. The fact that they take a show and write a formula and then go, but what if every single character was a cute woman? And then they just make it. It's pretty good. So they'll make like a World War II documentary and they'll be like, well, what if every leader and soldier was an anime chick? And they'll just do it. It's pretty good.
I hate it.
It's pretty fucking, that's a pretty good idea.
To be honest.
It's pretty good.
No, that's the reason I can't watch anime, man. It's like, even when I watch like a super high production value anime, I like, objectively speaking, I understand, oh, a lot of work went into this. This is like really good quality shit.
Because I know who they're targeting. It's transparent.
Yeah, but like you go, oh, awesome fight scene, really cool writing even, you know, it's like philosophical and shit, kind of deep, but then they have to have some fucking like pink hair cat boy who has to have sex with the other character because magic is transferred through semen or something. That was like the shtick in Fate Zero,
awesome.
that franchise.
That does sound awesome.
No.
That's
something that was that's. I mean, from what you've just explained to me, that sounds like something that was inherently sexual from the beginning.
Yeah, that sounds like a hentai.
You can sexualize that as much as you want.
I think it was. Yeah, I think Fate was like a visual. What are they called? Light novels or visual novels?
Yeah,
those like they're basically just novels, but they put them in game form, I guess. But yeah, it used to be porn, and they turned it into a TV show. But it's like, this is such good quality. Why are you pissing away this like the studio's ability on basically a porn game?
We need a porn studio to animate Dragon Ball Super.
No.
Yeah, that'll improve
Does
it.
a porn parody? I'm sure that's already a
take
thing.
the porn studio and have them actually draw Dragon Ball Super, just straight up. It's a brilliant idea.
I don't think anything with Dragon Ball attached to it is gonna be great at any point. I'm sorry. Even what was it? Dragon Ball Kai, I think, was the one that was supposed to be without the filler.
Yeah.
Where it was literally just
Kai.
Dragon Ball Z, except they cut out all the boring parts and it was still fucking tedious to watch.
I thought Kai was alright.
Wait. No, there was a movie recently. Well, not recently. Within the last 2 years. Yeah, that one. We did a moist meter on it and you said it was good.
It was great. The Brawling movie was fantastic.
Well, there you go. Dragon Ball good. Finally.
I guess.
Yeah, finally, after all these years, Dragon Ball gets the recognition it deserves.
Man, I pasted like 10 fucking topics in our topics thing and we just talked about anime for an hour.
Fuck yeah. Let's go.
Did any of you want to talk about the Disney neighborhoods? That's a thing now.
Will they have anime?
That's been a thing forever. They've been trying to make Disney World like a community forever. Like that's what Walt Disney's initial goal was. Like they wanted to make Epcot like a city of the future.
Oh, so for those who have not heard about this, Disney announced that they're now going to build actual residential neighborhoods with like Disney themes, I guess. So I guess you can live in like Disney's Frozen and pay a mortgage. I don't know. Maybe it's like monthly payments or a subscription or something. I don't know. It's gonna be weird. Like,
I'm so sure this has already happened.
Imagine being a child growing up there. Like, are you gonna believe that magic is real? And then one day you leave the Truman Show dome and you realize, oh shit, reality isn't as nice as this Disney shit.
This happened for the employees, Jackson. I think it was in the 60s where they built a series of homes on site, and the idea was
This is completely different to what I'm thinking of, but go on.
Well, the idea was that they would have Disney employees who lived at the park, and then they would just walk to work and just live at Disney.
Oh, God.
No, unless they're putting their employees up in, like, fancy mansions. That's not what I'm thinking of, because these were mansions with that were, like, Disney-themed and on, or at least close to the parks, like in these gated residentials, basically. And they were... I watched a video on them. They were the absolute worst looking mansions that I've ever seen. They had like shitty like Disney Mickey Mouse pillars, and like they were what do they call it? The Mickey Mouse head, like the hidden Mickey, I think it's called. No, the hidden Mickey is it's a term used for that shape, the three circles that create the mouse head. It was everywhere in this house. It was like fucking printed on the walls. There was an elevator in one of them, and they had like Disney Beauty and the Beast like glass stained walls and shit like that. It was awful. It looks so tacky.
Do you think? Yeah, does that mean like even if you buy a house, are you gonna have to abide by a bunch of fucking rules? Like you may only clip your hedges in the shape of Mickey Mouse. Oh no!
Yeah, it's absolutely going to be something.
If you're on property and outside where people can see you, you have to be happy. You have to have a smile on your face when greeting a neighbor.
Sadness is not allowed. You may only like braid your children's hairs into the approved Disney princess hairstyles.
Yeah, are they gonna have armed guards at like all the borders, and you try to leave, and they're like, "Well, where are you going? How many people are in your party?"
You need Disney papers. You need a visa.
You can only buy food and stuff from Disney properties.
All the fucking food is shaped like Mickey Mouse's fucking head or themed after Disney. Oh god.
Are you gonna have to stand in line just to get into your house? How is this
bread
gonna work?
line. Christ.
That'd be kind of cute.
This sounds like a genuine.
You have to buy a fast pass to get into your place.
Yeah.
It sounds like a genuine fucking nightmare. Like I like fucking things as much as the next guy, but I don't want to be surrounded by one thing 24 hours a day.
Yeah, but you're not a Disney adult. Disney adults
are so bad.
Disney adults aren't even adults. They're
lunatics.
Brainwashed.
What is this
maniacs.
Disney adults thing I keep hearing about? I've never heard that term until like last week when I saw this news.
It's adults that make Disney their entire life, like Disney parks. They go to the Disney park.
Okay, so it's just another word for like man-child.
Losers. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But somehow they're always, from what I've seen anyway, they're always like these personable couples and stuff, and they always make vlogs out of it and stuff. So it's just
I never see that. The most Disney adults I've ever seen online are like the fucking miserable ones. Or Disney's their only source of happiness.
The fun one that I love is when you go to Disney World or a Disney park and you see that they just like dress their family up in matching shirts. Like on the front it'll be like, I'm part of a magic family, and on the back it just says their first name. Like Sherry, and it's like I crack up every time I see those.
I saw that so much when we went to Disney World, both times actually. It was just a whole bunch of families walking around with those outfits on. It was sad.
I'm okay with like families doing it. If it's like
no, it's families
there with your kids.
It's
that's
families,
fine. But
and
if
they
it's just
always
lone dudes.
No, it's families. They always appropriate some Disney quote. Like they'll be like, "When you wish upon a star, you get the Carlos family," and then like on the back it says like Steven. I love them. Every time I see them, I laugh.
Oh god, this is gonna be the lamest place on earth.
I
feel like people like fucking Boogie would want to live there and just move there.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know, like Quentin reviews and shit. There was a movie Bob, definitely. He was defending it. This fucking thing.
Well, no, to be fair, I like Star Wars. You guys know me. Star Wars and dinosaurs all my life. But I wouldn't move to like
would you
like
move
Star
to
Wars
Lego
land.
Star Wars Disneyland?
No.
Dino Land?
I would never move to like a corporation run place. No.
Why?
Because that's my entertainment.
Yeah, but imagine
people keep saying that it's like dystopian and we're gonna get these Disney cities and Facebook cities or meta cities or whatever. It's like, how is it different from a like government though fucking things up? It's still the same shit. But
well, Kaya, the difference is with a meta city is if I hate it or get bored, I can take my headset off and never see it again.
No, I meant Meta, the company, as in Facebook. I think is now building like
Facebook
communities as well.
Stuff.
Oh, like an actual. I thought you meant in
stuff.
Meta. Okay, never mind.
No.
I see what you mean. Like, ideally, governments would be looking in the best interest of the people they're governing over. That's the best case scenario. Whereas, yeah, I know. Whereas corporations and stuff, corporation-run, cities or whatever, they'd always only be looking at their own best interests. That's how it would be. So I guess if you have the opportunity to elect your own officials, that would usually be a better choice than living in a corporation's land.
Yeah, if only we had a system in place to elect our officials.
Mm-hmm.
That'd do a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what, Jackson? I'm going to make a paradise one day with no government and no corporations. It'll be perfect. There's no issues with that whatsoever.
There's Jackson's boogeyman again. Capitalism, damn it.
Yeah. He watched Squid Game and took it personally.
I I don't understand. I'm advocating for living in government places.
I'm teasing you.
We're joking, Jackson.
I
really don't care. I don't see how it's not gonna be better or worse. It's just all the same shit, I think.
I think it could be really fun though. Imagine the Disney residential area, and every Tuesday they're giving out like ice cream, and Mickey comes and does like the Gangnam Style or something throughout the neighborhood. Like that'd be fucking lit as a child.
As a child, yeah.
As a child, I guess, but wouldn't you get bored of it at some point? I mean, that's just a reality now.
Well, actually,
it might be special anymore.
It might be even worse because you're a kid and you might not even be a Disney kid. It might be your obsessive, crazy parents who moved you there going, oh, we love Disney. But you might fucking hate it.
What about all the DC children? They're now forced.
What about all the fucking kids who don't give a shit about Disney? They just want to play Fortnite and do like regular kid shit, and they're stuck there.
Do you think before you go on, do you think that'll be a problem? Like if you live in that Disney residential neighborhood, do you think if you bought like DC property, you'd be like an outcast or a villain? Like they'd throw you in the gulag?
Yeah. Probably, like the armed guards are gonna whisk you away. Like the fucking secret police is gonna wiretap your house.
Surely that'd be on your entrance quiz. They wouldn't let you in the place if you say you like Batman.
Oh my god! I wonder if they're gonna do that, like background checks. Like, has this guy ever bought a fucking DC movie on Amazon Prime or anything? Let's check them.
Yeah, they'll check if you get a Disney Plus subscription.
Do you guys think these like Disney adults are gonna have their own version of political signs on their lawns? Like, you know, instead of Trump or Biden, it's gonna be like DC rules, Disney sucks, I don't want to live here anymore.
Imagine moving into the Disney neighborhood just to protest the Disney neighborhood.
Well, maybe that'd be like psyops from DC. Like they'd send in a squad to like picket and stuff like that. They'd send in their own operatives. They'd be like,
I think the rest of the neighborhood would tear them to shreds in seconds.
Yeah, it leads to warfare across America. Like a civil unrest we've never seen before.
I gotta go.
That would suck.
We gotta wrap. I gotta head out.
All right, that's the end of this episode. We've only been going for an hour. It's fine. You've got to go.
Sorry, yeah, I have to go at 11. I stayed a little extra to talk about the Disney utopia.
Alrighty, no problem. Thank you everyone for listening to this episode of The Official Podcast. Patreon.com/TheOfficialPodcast for bonus episodes and more content over there. Go check it out. And thank you for all your support and thanks for watching. And we'll see you next week.
Thanks everyone.
Bye-bye.